Welcome to Tips from Tony. I'm Tony Dontchaknow. My cousin Vinny Bag of Donuts sent me down here to talk to you guys about money and finance. So I'm here to give you some tips, okay? But first of all, I want to say, how do you like my new shirt, huh? Pretty good. I look like a referee. So I'm going to keep you guys out of the penalty box by giving you some good advice about what to do with your money. Because if you screw up, your stripes are going to be going sideways and you're going to have a number on your shirt while you're in jail, right? Okay. So some of you guys might ask, hey, Tony, how did you and Vinny Bag of Donuts get your funny names, right? Well, I'm going to tell you, even if you didn't ask. You see, my boss, he's a pretty funny guy sometimes. But every morning he says, hey, Vinny, go out and get some donuts, right? So Vinny goes out and he brings the donuts in every morning, so we call him Vinny Bag of Donuts, right? But then my boss says to me, hey, Tony, you come in here, fix the coffee machine. I say, hey, boss, I don't know how to fix no coffee machine. Anyway, later on, he says, hey, Tony, come down here and fix this TV for me. I said, hey, boss, sorry, I don't know how to fix no TV. So he says, hey, Tony, don't you know nothing? So that's my name, Tony Dontchaknow. But I guess it's better than shit for brains, right? Okay. So let's get back to this money story. I'm going to give you some tip number one. Do not lend money to people who have more guns than you do, okay? It's simple, easy to understand. Just do it. I'm not a Wall Street guy. I do my business on the curbside. I'm effective, and I get the job done. I'm a pro with the dough. Get it? Funny, huh? Glad you agree. Next tip. Do not put your money in the bank. The feds can see everything you're doing, right? So you just put enough in the bank to pay your electric bill or whatever you have, some small bills, right? So you say, well, Tony, what am I going to do with my money, right? So, look, we got lots of money here, right? So we got 50,000 smackaroos right here. So you say, Tony, what am I going to do with my money? You're going to dig a hole in your backyard or someplace nobody can find it, and you bury your money, okay? But here's the secret. You don't want your money to get wet and moldy. Nobody wants dirty money, right? So what do? You put your money in these plastic bags, okay? These Ziploc bags, you zip these babies up to get 50 smackaroos in there, and you put them in a box. You don't put them in a cardboard box, or you don't put them in a wood box, you put them in a metal box. You put your money in there, bury it in your backyard. Now, what do? I make it look like my dog died. So I fill in the dirt, and I put a little gravestone that says Fido on it. Nobody's going to come digging in my dog's book, right? Now, I got a little bit of a problem now, too, because now my whole backyard is full. I got a whole pet cemetery going on back there with all my money buried back there. So I say, hey, Tony, what are you going to do now? So, I'm a genius, pretty smart guy. So I start buying diamonds, okay? So here you go. Diamonds. They're small, easy to carry. You can stick them in your pocket, right? Not a problem. So, but you might say, hey, Tony, where are you going to keep your diamonds, right? Well, there you go. Another smart idea. I put them in a book. So I cut this book. Cut a hole in the center. I put my diamonds in here. And I put it in my library. You might say, hey, Tony, what happens if somebody comes read the book? I put it in the book that nobody's going to read. Nobody's going to open this book. Okay, so I put it right here in this Bible, totally safe. Okay, so that's where you have to keep your money. Now, next tip. Hire a deaf bookkeeper or auditor or accountant. Okay? And you say, Tony, why would you do that? I said, because they can never testify against you in court. You go to court and your bookkeeper says, I didn't hear a thing, right? And it's true. But you want to make sure he's really deaf. So when he working there, sometime he's not looking, I come up, I blow a bugle at the side of his ear. If he flinches, then I know he's not deaf, right? Or I put on a Yoko Ono album, but if he complains, I know he's not deaf, okay? So get yourself a deaf bookkeeper. Next, do not lend money to pretty girls. Now, I ain't sexist, okay? I'm talking debit, I'm talking credit. Because I never get paid back in cash, okay? Just a tip from Tony, all right? Okay, so we're about running out of time now because Vinny and I were kind of busy. We got some appointments to go collect some money today. But one last tip, always tip your bartender, okay? So I'll see you next time on Tips from Tony.